But this is an obscure game that I was aware of many years ago, and it's a very simple platformer, but the concept's pretty cool, so I think you guys would like this. This is called Dragon Egg. Hopefully you guys can hear the game audio. Also, this is a Japanese only game, so there's no English text, and as far as I'm aware there's no English patch for this. So all you get to see is like the pictures. But it's something to do with dragons. So make with that what you will. You can hear it, that's good. It's a pretty cool looking skeleton dude there with the... It doesn't look too bad for a TurboGrafx game, at least the story cutscenes look quite decent. Why is the screen small? Because it's in 4x3. It's not a widescreen game, it's a retro game. So apparently the battle with dragons took place many years ago, and this old man, who I'm guessing might have come from that time period, has a dragon egg and gives it to this girl. That's kind of what I'm making from the story. I don't know how to fucking read Japanese, so... One thing I know for sure is that he does give her the dragon egg because she does have that egg. That's also why this game's called Dragon Egg. I love how the word egg is in just full English, but the actual word dragon is just Japanese. And for some reason the options are in English. So this probably won't take too long to beat. It's a very... I wouldn't say it's a very simple platformer compared to like Kirby's Dream Land, but it's a very simple, relatively simple platformer. But it does have some interesting mechanics in it, namely the dragon egg, but you can also like buy equipment and shit. Oh, the screen is small? Hang on a second. That's something that normally doesn't happen, let me fix that. I know why I did that. See, I'm managing two things at once, and I was looking at the other thing, so you'll have to forgive me for that. Hang on. Just bear with me. There we go. Right, you guys can see that now. Did you get to see the pictures at least when, like, I know it was very, very, very tiny, but could you still make that out? The way I'm streaming and recording now means that I've got two separate windows, so I might not pay attention to the one that's streaming so much as the one that's recording, because I've got a separate recording thing so that I can record it at the highest possible quality. Right, so you click these little dragon orbs. You can see I've got one filled up in the top corner there, the top left. But the next slot is filled up by a dragon, so if we get one more orb we can get to that. And you'll see what happens when we actually get the second dragon orb. I'm just going to kill these guys until one appears. Oh, I think that's all of them. We'll check the shop real quick and then we'll look for more of them. And buy some cure, which is just potion for health. Oh, the enemies don't come back, but okay then. But we'll just go to the next area. That was a very small area, like, this game has very small areas. So yeah, you attack, like, I didn't mention this, but she attacks by bashing things over the head with the fucking egg. That's the egg that she's supposed to look after as well, so she's like, oh, just use that as a weapon. Not seeing that second sphere thing that I'm looking for. The Okama Game Sphere. How big is this game? It's quite short. Like, I could probably beat it within an hour. Oh, there we go. We got it, and now we've upgraded from the dragon egg to like a dragon head popping out of the egg. Like, you can still see a bit of the egg inside the backpack. Right, my health is low, so those potions that I bought I can use to heal up. I think, yeah, these are fake platforms. I just noticed they were slightly off colour. I'm gonna buy a dragon upgrade. I think that's what that means. Oh no, just one orb. It's not a full upgrade. We need 2 more orbs to get that upgrade. Yep. Dead. The annoying thing is if you die, you have to start from scratch again, which is actually kinda bad. It's kinda like Mario in the sense that it's easier if you have a better power-up to work with, but if you lose a life, then you go back to your basic, like, just non-power-up state. I should probably go back there after I get one more coin and buy that upgrade again. Wait, what? I thought I just bought a second dragon orb. Why did that not actually go in? Or does it only work for ones before the upgrade? I'm not actually sure. Doesn't have the best level design, I've got to say. And we kill enemies that don't come back, so if you don't find the dragon orb you're looking for, you're going to have to progress or die. But if you die, you lose your powered up state, so it's either or, really. So we're already at the boss. There's only like 6 levels in the game, so this is the end of the first level, pretty much. Hit the obvious glowing weak point. Well, not glowing, but it's close enough to like just an obvious weak point. That's good. I was hoping to get some health back, because I was down to my last hit there. Or a 1-up. Yeah, you can see there's not that many levels in the game. Like, we've beat the level 1 out of level 6. It kinda sucks that I don't have the second upgrade by this point, because that would make this section a lot easier. Not to mention these guys suck. So I think this is one of those games that's got like a life system, but I think you get unlimited continues. So it doesn't really matter if you get a game over. It's not really a permanent game over. liking the music so far. It's not the best sounding music, but it kind of has a little bit of a charm to it, I think. How can I hit him from there? Oh, because the egg is poking up slightly. Didn't look like I was hitting him, and yet I was. In your basic attack, like the basic before your power up, it doesn't have much range. Come on, there. Shit. Like I said, this part's a lot harder if you don't have any power-ups. There we go. It should be a little bit easier after that first area. Your attack still kinda sucks, but you've got a longer range forward now because you've got the fire breathing, so that actually helps a bit. Otherwise it's an extremely close range attack that is really difficult to hit people with without getting hit yourself. So yeah, like I said, this game only came out in Japan, but it's a pretty cool little platformer considering it's not on like a Nintendo machine. Because you know that during this time, 1991 I think this came out, it said on the title screen. Like around 1991 everybody was just flooding the SNES market with just like Mario rip-offs. Meanwhile the Genesis was being clogged up with like Sonic mascot wannabes. What was that one infamous Sonic, like, mascot wannabe rip-off thing? Awesome Possum? Shit. Ah, too many enemies. I should have did this one at a time. Fuck. Continue, yes. Yeah, I didn't see a continue counter there, so I'm assuming I'm gonna be okay. Like, it asked me to continue, but it didn't say, like, 5 continues remaining, it just asked me to continue. And we start back here rather than start at the climbing part. So I think, even though it's got a lives counter, I don't think it really matters in general. Ah, nice, I still got the coin. I've never owned a TurboGrafx, but I first became aware of it when I found out about like the emulator for it. But I had like the Japanese version of the emulator, so it was referred to as PC Engine, which is what the Japanese console was called. Need that. Thank God that doesn't despawn. Fun story actually with the PC Engine emulator. It was, I think the emulator was called Hugo, and this was like about 15 years ago, so it was like when emulation wasn't as prominent as it is now, but it was still something you could get if you knew where to look for it. Fuck. Didn't know that pipe was there. I was looking at the enemy, not the fucking thing behind me. If I can just get good RNG and get, like, the spheres quickly so that I can get up to the second upgrade, it should make things a lot easier. So, it was called Hugo, H-U-G-O, and I remember there was a very distinct feature with this emulator in particular, namely that it was basically like a trial version in which you could only play the game for like 5 minutes and then it would stop and ask you to pay for it. And I don't believe in paying for emulators. I think that's kinda dodgy, and this was like 15 years ago, but there's still emulators that do that today. However, there was a workaround to that. What you could do was, just before the 5 minutes were up, you could pause the game, go into the save state option, save your state, and then restart the game, which resets the counter, and then load your state. So you have another 5 minutes in which to play it before you have to save state again. I thought that was pretty hilarious that they overlooked that. But this was back before, like, PC Engine / TurboGrafx simulators were even bigger, like, even more well known. And this was like the most well known / popular / most like compatible one. Whereas other ones were kind of unfinished or just not that well developed. I think that's part of the reason why they were like, yeah, you have to pay if you want to keep using this. But I would rather pause the game every 5 minutes just to not pay them. Crap. I do love how the dragon's head counts the fucking hitbox. Ah! Well, the plus side is that I've got a lot of money, but I think if I get a game over, I'll lose that. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Oh no, you can actually... It's kind of like Zelda with the sword, you can use it to grab rupees that are just out of reach. Yeah, this might take a little bit more than an hour. Possibly. Fuck! That was close. This is hard to remember. I remember beating this game on the emulator back then. I love how they're never in the fucking position where you can attack them. God damn it. Oh no, I get to keep the coins. Okay then. Then what's the point of a game over? Why can't it just be infinite lives at that point? Like, at that point the only reason it would bring up a game over is just to make you aware of how many lives you've lost. Because there's no real punishment if you game over and continue. Because you don't lose, you have unlimited continues, and you don't lose your progress in the level, and you don't lose any coins or items or shit. You just lose your power-ups, but that's just if you die, not if you get a game over. There we go. Yeah, I've got a good feeling about this attempt. Oh, nice. We're very close to getting another upgrade, which you've not seen yet, because the game's just been it's not been playing nice with giving me dragon orbs. Shit. Right, okay, now I know where that platform stops. Gotta wait. I don't know how the fuck I survived that there, but I did. Well, we haven't found the second upgrade yet, but we at least got past this stage. As short as that was fucking insanely difficult. I'm hoping to get a shop soon so that I can buy some cures / potions. Oh, there we go, upgrade number 3. So I think you can jump higher, but you've also got long distance shots, which I think do slightly more damage. Also free heart container. Let's see, I think you can have up to 5 hearts, I think, or 4, I'm not entirely sure. That's cool. That's not cool. How was I supposed to know the first time that was going to happen? Well, at least I get to keep the heart container. And it completely refills instead of just filling the first 2 hearts. I think you can buy heart containers in shops as well, so I might actually do that. If they're permanent. I wonder if getting the game over actually takes your heart containers. Oh, wait a minute. Another heart container? I thought that was going to disappear. I kind of want to grind till they get more hearts. Maybe the game over actually does take them away, then maybe that's what it is. You know what? I'm going to experiment. Let's experiment with this. I want to see what happens if you get a game over where we've got 4 heart containers. Do we get to keep them, or are they just going to go back to 2? Continue. No, we actually get to keep them. Sweet. That'll make things a lot easier. Like, we can just completely break the game by grabbing another one. They did not fucking QA this game very long, did they? Oh, you can only have up to 4? Well, that's cool then, we hit our max. We don't need to buy hearts in shops. How many coins do we have? 75. We can just use that money to buy potions and upgrades. Yeah, that just kind of blends in with all the other stuff. How are we supposed to know that those were going to drop? Ah, there's the shop. Heart containers sold out. Those are sold out because I've just bought all 4 to fill up the 4 slots. Don't know what that does. I'm guessing that's attack up. Oh, we increased his range, that's what that does. Cool. Right now things are actually starting to go good now, after that struggle. Oh fuck. Security sentry. There we go. Good thing upgraded that, otherwise it would be difficult to hit that in the middle. I think we're coming up to the boss. Yeah, this is boss time. Music changes when the boss is next. Oh, that's totally fair, just put the boss right above me so that I can't react to that. Oh shit. Fuck. Guess what I did? I fucking accidentally exited the emulator because I was trying to press select and I pressed the wrong button. Because you have to press select to go into the items menu. So we have to go back to the nearest save state, which is this one. Right, this is definitely going to take more than an hour now. If we could just get to the next area, I can get those 4 hearts again. See, I panicked there, so I paused, and then I unpaused and pressed select slightly too close to each other. If you press start and select at the same time, or very close to it at the same time, it exits the emulator. Which is something I didn't really think about, so that was my fault. It's fine, I can get through this part again. When I get to the next area, I'll save state so we don't have to do this area again. There. Oh, didn't know there was a cure there. No wonder this part was difficult, I was doing it without grabbing that potion. But since we did this part already, I'm going to partially save scum this. Yeah, this is Dragon Egg. Right, that's fine, I guess we didn't need to save scum there after all. Welcome back, Mimo. Sorry about the internet issues, I was having connectivity problems. I actually already did this level and accidentally reset the game, so I'm just going through it again. But it shouldn't take too long, since we've already done this. And thus we know what to expect. What I'm going to do, however, is kill myself a few times so I can get those heart containers, because they come back, even if you die. Right, there we go, let's just die quickly and then we can get that again. I could just run past these guys, but I'm killing them for the coins while we're doing this. Actually, I think we could just keep going from here, because I might be on my way to getting another upgrade. Yeah, it's fine, I've made a safe state there, just in case something happens during that boss fight like previously. I didn't take that long, what, 3 minutes? Just to get almost back there? I think the cure heals you like 1.5 hearts, so that should bring me up to about max health, or just under it. Yeah, it heals by 1 heart. How many fucking hits does that thing take? Jesus Christ. Don't even need to move back and forth, I can just stand from here. The one over to the left you have to kind of move about, but this one's positioned differently. So you can actually hit me from a standing position. Right, now to attack the middle one. That one's still shut though. Give me a dragon orb. I'm actually wondering if RNG does drop different things or if it's just purely going to be the same thing every time. Because it keeps dropping a coin. Yeah, I think it's predetermined what they drop. Rather, it determines it when you start the level, so I don't think moving about actually changes it. That's fine then. That boss kinda sucked. I don't know what the skull does, I kinda want to get that. No clue what that means, but we got it. Right, next stage. Items in use. Okay. Oh yeah, that's my favourite kind of enemy, the one that can hurt you after you're dead, after it's dead. Oops. You're debating on playing Sonic Generations or Unleashed tonight? Play Generations and then play Project Unleashed after that, if you have the PC version of Generations. Nope, can't hit that. Yep. Did the exact same thing again. I panicked, I pressed pause, and then I pressed select. But this time I've got a save state and it's more recent, so... I should rebind, like, I don't know if you can, but I should rebind start to bring up the menu, because I wouldn't really want to just pause the game when if I can just bring up the menu. There we go. And we've got the powered up in the shop as well, so we can actually shoot multiple of these at once. Not sure about your jump being higher, it might be. We pretty much bought out the shop. Whoa, look at the colours. That's funky. Okay, now that's really awesome. I'm guessing the barrier is like just an extra hit. I love games that do that kind of rainbow effect. Well, we actually withstood that hit. I think it works for a few hits then, and then it stops working. Can't duck shoot. Right, we just need 3 more to get the next upgrade. The flashing means that I've got a barrier, so I don't get hit for a couple of hits, I think. So I don't take damage. Right, so if you try halfway jumping over them, they'll try to reach for you. First level with doors. Shit. It's hard to tell where your hitbox begins and ends. What is my favourite Kirby game? I can think of 2. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror for Game Boy Advance, and Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Wii. I think those are like the best Kirby games you can get. Planet Robobot is up there as well, I would say. But those 2 in particular stand out as some of my favourites. Shit. Slightly too tall. That's totally fair. There's probably a shop in here, but I'm just going to continue. I think I should be okay. So now that we've got a pretty good dragon and we've got pretty good attacks, we should be able to like power through most of this game now until we get killed. Yeah. Oh right, we need to attack the tail. I almost did the exact same thing I did the last time. So I instinctively reach for the start button, not the select button to bring up the items. Nice. Again, just wanted to time that so I could grab the cure. If we die though, we go back to the basic power-up, so I'm trying to make sure I don't. Save state. Just in case. The water ripple effect is kind of impressive for TurboGrafx. I didn't think it was capable of that. Then again, Genesis could do that as well. I thought only the SNES could do that kind of effect. Oh shit. Ah, I could have upgraded if I grabbed those. Just go straight into the water. Wait, was that the entire stage? Okay. I thought that was just like the first part of it. Fuck. Wow, your power actually really kills them super quick. Yeah, because I bought like attack up as well, so I think the boss is dying fewer hits. So I don't remember the latter half of this game, I just remember like the first couple of stages. Let me just save state there. Let's see. Probably a good idea just to top back up again. Let's buy some more. We can get the barrier next time we pass by here. Actually, to get a few more coins, we could just go back in there and buy the barrier. Oh. Oh, there we go. We've completely maxed out. Look how many fireballs I'm shooting now. Oh shit. Now we're just unstoppable. Yeah, that's the absolute max that our dragon can go. Also, we can... That's definitely a higher jump than before. That's excellent, that's perfect. You just got to be careful not to die now. Actually, you know what? Let's go kill that other thing we couldn't reach. Oh shit. Wait, what hit me? Well, he's dead now anyway, but still, what the fuck hit me? There, barrier. But check this out. Rainbow Dragon! We've completely maxed everything and that's awesome. I missed. I love how much like firepower you have behind this once you completely upgrade it to the max. What's this game? Dragon Egg for the TurboGrafx 16. It's a Japanese only game, but if you look up Dragon Egg you'll probably find it. Pretty sure a couple of these people have been hitting me, but I've got the barrier up so it's not really dealing damage. Try and get rid of him there. Yeah, this is the game I was telling you about. Yeah, we're getting through these bosses really quick now. Like the first half it was like I was struggling, and now it's... Watch how quickly this boss goes down. Oh, right. He doesn't die from attack, he dies from like the number of hits. So it doesn't matter how strong you are, you have to get rid of each bit individually. Still, that did take too long. Shit. I was hoping to get Cure there. We should be fine. We're actually almost done with the game now. I told you it was a pretty short game. It's just the first half's a struggle if you don't get those power-ups. That's my favourite kind of level, the fucking labyrinthian one. I'm just gonna bother checking those doors, we'll just go this way instead. That's a really cool animation. I don't know if the chain's going to do damage. Oh, it doesn't. That's good. Because it almost looked like it wanted me to walk under that rather than jump over it, but you can do both. Still don't know what that skeleton thing means, like, 'cause I've already got one. I don't know what that other item slot is because if we don't have that, fuck. Don't even know what's going on with those. I hope there's one more store before the boss, so I can buy some more cures. I want to see how fast it's a speed run now, knowing that you can just breeze through the game and you've got all the power-ups. See how quickly people can get that and then just finish the game. Actually, hold on, might be a shop over? No, that's just... Is that a wall? Yeah, that's just a wall. I don't think there's another stop before this. We should be fine. Yeah, this is the final boss, I'm pretty sure. It was that fucking easy. It really was that easy. You'd probably be thinking, oh, there's got to be a second phase to that. Nope, that's it, that's literally the final boss. And now we take our dragon with us and fly off into the sunset. Don't know why we'd want to burn a precious treasure map, but okay. Even if you found the treasure, that map could probably be an historical piece that you could sell for a lot of money. Get even more out of it. Use your common sense. You might be overpowered and you've got a huge dragon that fires a million fireballs, but you don't know how to make money in the most effective way, it seems. But yeah, that was the Dragon Egg. Pretty cool little game. Also for you, Mist, here's all the power-up states. You've got her with just the egg, and then you upgrade, and you get the dragon's head kind of peeking out of the egg, which extends your attack forward just a little bit. And then the upgrade after that is when it's mostly grown, not fully grown, but almost there. And you can do like a small, and it's slightly enhanced jump, but not by much, and a long range attack. And then this is the max one that you saw. If you die, you go back to the start of like your power up tree, so it kind of sucks when you get to this power up and then you lose it by losing a life. But usually when you get the 4th power up and you've got like all your enhanced like attacks and shit, it becomes really difficult to actually lose a life. Unless you really actually tried it, trying to lose a life. I like retro games that kind of show you, like during the credits, it kind of shows you like all the enemies and shit. Don't know why, it's sort of like, I just like seeing that sort of thing. Even if it doesn't tell you what the enemies are, but I do like enemy roll calls as well. There aren't even that many enemies in the game, so it wouldn't take that long to go through all of these. Alright, I'll see you later, Mist. I don't think I remember seeing that enemy actually. Oh wait, that was the enemy in that very short water level where you're riding a log to the exit. Like, how long did that level take? Like maybe 30 seconds and then you were at the boss. Shortest, easiest level of the entire game. Skeleton guy. Oh, there's me again. So it actually did take us just under an hour to beat that, so I was right, it didn't take more than an hour.